We'll take a look at this Guage macro diffuser. There's about 5 or 6 different macro diffusers out on the market now that all have sort of a similar cone shape to them. It just has basically a wraparound cone mount that hooks onto your flash, it straps to it, and just shoots the flash into here, and a reflector that brings it down on the subject, and has two sort of opaque materials that diffuse the flash and sort of spreads it out a bit and makes it a more even color when you're shooting over bugs, animals, figures, whatever you want to use. This is the mini version. I found that the mini worked best for me when I'm shooting with the Olympus 60mm and also the Olympus 30mm macro lenses on micro four thirds. If you're using a larger lens, say something on a full frame or APC that is more in the 60mm range, then you might want to consider the mini version. No, the small version, excuse me. And then if you have a longer lens, even if you're shooting macro with the micro four thirds Olympus or Panasonic, their 90mm lens, you want to go at least to the small version and possibly even the large version. But for me, trying to keep this as small as possible where you can get close to the subject is more beneficial to me. With this, the way it comes, you mount it through Velcro on the top here. This basically comes with Velcro pads. You stick those onto your flash, and then this portion of it sticks onto your flash and holds it secure. But I don't really care to put a sticky material on a flash, especially as hot as it gets where I am in the southeast. That Velcro tends to peel off the flash and won't hold very well. So what I've done with it, instead, I use a Velcro strap around here to tighten this down to my flash, and then another piece of Velcro that I run basically across the back of it and through the inside of it and wrap it around as a strap that way. Whereas it's made to use Velcro like this on the inside and Velcro to the side of the flash itself. And like I said, I didn't care for that a whole lot. But as you can see through here, it has two different panels to diffuse the light. When it mounts on there, you have two other options to deflect the light. It has a snap-on piece here that will mount on the bottom of the flash. This just snaps on. And one of these usually comes with some of the other ones you get when you get the larger version of this Guage diffuser. It also comes with a longer lip that'll extend out to it to get more reflective flash under a bug or a leaf or whatever. But I use this occasionally, but not that often. I find I get most of the light I need without needing to flash from under. It also has a top piece that'll mount to even send light more down and reflect it from this position back down on it. So there's extra snaps on here that this hood piece will go on. It's just white reflective, and you just mount it here and right here, and it hangs off the front like this, and you can sort of tilt it at different angles to get that light to bounce a little bit back on the back side of it, so it gets a more rounder filled light with it. But don't use it that often. It'll work in certain situations, but it sticks out so far off the front, it tends to get in the way. It'll scare off bugs and whatnot. If you're on a flower and try to get up really close to it, this will tend to scare it off. And whereas just the macro diffuser by itself usually gives me sufficient light, and this will just mount on here. Take this Velcro on here, slide it over the top, and this strap that I've just run through the middle here And these don't come with it. Both these two Velcro straps, you have to purchase those separately. I can put a link to the diffuser and the straps that I use to hold it on. But with just these two straps, it stays secure on here really good, and it's easy to take off, and you don't leave any residue on your flash at all that becomes aggravating. Really, for the money, it's pretty good. Sometimes it's harder to find some of the other diffusers. They're not always in stock, or the companies that's selling them maybe having a stock issue and a temporary closing or that sort of thing. This diffuser is usually on Amazon. It's also on AliExpress. Get them faster on Amazon. They tend to be just a little bit more expensive. If you can wait a couple of weeks, AliExpress has them. But if you're shooting micro four thirds and using the 60 millimeter or the 30 millimeter, I recommend going with the mini version of this flash. If you got the 90 millimeter lens, I would go with at least the small, if not the large version of this. And then any full frame cameras, I would use the medium or large at least. But so far it's worked really good. It's held up through probably 20 hours of shooting so far that I've had with it. I'll try to post some images and stuff later, and maybe a video out in the field with it. But for the money, it's not a bad diffuser. Like I said, it tends to be about half what some of the others go for. It doesn't come with a built-in light. It only will work with your flash on it. So if you'd want to use it with the built-in light, you're going to have to make something yourself to go inside of the diffuser box. But for the money, the Guage seems to be a pretty solid little diffuser, and I can recommend it to most anybody starting out. So if you like the video, please like and subscribe. I'll put the links to the products below, so you can check out the Velcro I used, and also where to find this Guage diffuser. So thanks for watching.